In this session, we are going to discuss Spring Boot AOP. AOP stands for Aspect Oriented Programming. Okay, the simple definition of AOP is actually cross-cutting concern. But to understand cross-cutting concern, we have to observe some points here. That's actually AOP stands for Aspect Oriented Programming. Okay, so why we use AOP? Okay, the simple answer is actually we are going to say cross-cutting concern. Okay, so to understand cross-cutting concern, okay, we have to see some points actually. Okay, what is the meaning of concerns? Okay, what is the meaning of cross-cutting here? That we have to understand these two simple words actually. If you are writing any application, if you're writing any project, okay, in your project, not only project related code, there is a business code, not only business code, will be having some additional services. Okay, observe, if you're developing any application, simply I'm calling as a project. We are going to write actually a project. Okay, that project actually going to have regular business code or business logic. Not only that one, we are going to have some additional services. Okay, we are going to have two types of things actually inside the project. Okay, what is the meaning of business code and what is the meaning of additional services? I'll give one small example. Consider we are just developing one ticket booking application, something like a bus ticket booking or movie ticket booking, something ticket booking application we have. Okay, so business logic calculate some discount. Okay, it is actually related to ticket booking concept here. Okay, find total amount. Okay, like this we have some business logics or business related codes. Okay, so these are few examples of business related code logic specific to this application. We are writing the code which is actually going to work only for this requirement here. Okay, some additional services will be there. Are you working with a database concept? Yes, then we are going to implement concept called transaction management. Okay, transaction management not only for ticket booking, any concept that is actually communicating with a database concept. Okay, so here this ticket booking application, okay, if that is actually specific to user registration process and all there, that's actually called security concept. Okay, security concept is actually additional services. Okay, now here if application is deployed in production server, okay, I want to see what is exactly happening. Okay, for that we have to implement log4j concept. We can also call logging. It's actually simple concept is log4j. Okay, so if request data and response data you want to keep in a secure mode here, then we are going to use a concept called codec, encode and decode. Okay, these are actually additional services. Okay, these are the actual code to implement the project and these are the additional codes to implement the project. Okay, in olden days, okay, these two will be combined and written in a single class or single methods. Okay, these two combined written inside the one project here. Okay, what is the meaning of combined code here? Okay, for example, consider I am just writing something like a ticket booking code here. Okay, there is a method available book ticket, means save the ticket data inside the database here. Okay, in that case we are going to mix with the transaction code here. Okay, consider we are just writing a small logic here. We are just writing a small logic. Okay, here we have a method that is actually book ticket. Book ticket is a method. Okay, it's actually a method, a Java method. Okay, here we are just taking some information here, book ticket. So ticket information we are taking here. Okay, ticket parameters coming. Okay, there I'm just using some repository help or DAO help repository dot save or DAO dot same something. Just assumption here. It's a data access object. We are passing this one. Okay, assumption if you are writing in Hibernate code or JPA code, what we have to do. So if you are calling a database operation like save, update, delete here, first what we need to do here, we have to begin transaction. Okay, we have to begin the transaction. Once operation is done, we have to commit transaction, and we have to write some try catch blocks. In case of some exceptions, we have to roll back the transaction. Okay, and here before doing save, some logics also we are going to do here. Some calculate the discount. Okay, and we are going to get calculate the total. All we are going to write here. Then we are going to save. Observe carefully. This is a logic specifically. Okay, if you see, this actually logic specific to ticket booking, and this is transaction begin and transaction commit. Okay, not only book ticket, here we'll be having some multiple methods. Okay, cancel ticket. Okay, so that is actually, yeah, that's a revert ticket. Here we'll be having so multiple methods. If you look at this actually transaction management, we used to mix inside the actual methods our project logic, and we used to write. Okay, so here this is assumption. We have multiple methods like this, like m1 method we have, and m2 method we have, m3 method we have, like multiple methods. Okay, at everywhere we have some logics. Okay, we have logic and db operation. Okay, and also we have common logic that is called begin transaction. Okay, like we have some common logic. Okay, it's actually common code. We have begin transaction and commit transaction, like this we have. Okay, like this we have. Observe carefully. Yeah, not only this one, even we'll be having something like logging concept, security concept, all this. Yeah, log4j also you can implement here. Something success messages, warning messages you want to print. Okay, understand carefully. Okay, Spring terminology is given. This is the code which is specific to ticket booking application. A logic related to application, a logic related to applications are actually called as concerns. Concerns. Okay, a logic specific related to application, these are all called concerns here. Okay, so here we have begin transaction and commit transaction. Okay, these are the concerns that is actually specific to additional services. Okay, this is called business code concern. Okay, and these are actually called additional service concern. Okay, a code, a code we are actually calling as a concerns here. Okay, the meaning is this one. Okay, this logic is actually business specific, and this code is actually additional service. Additional services, instead of writing multiple times, see, in every method we are writing, in every method we are writing, instead of writing every method, you can just separate it. You can just separate into another method. Don't write multiple times. Okay, so something like commit also we have, that is also we can separate here. Okay, instead of writing here, okay, move from actual business method to outside. Okay, that's actually moving from our business method to outside and writing in another method, something like, okay, something here txa method I'm writing, and this is something like a txb, just dummy names I'm just giving here, txb. So two methods I wrote here separated. Now this time what you can do, okay, whatever the logic that we wrote inside here, we just moved outside into another method. We just moved outside method here. Such concept is actually called cross cutting. Okay, remove from here and write outside, remove from here and write outside. Okay, if you write like that, what is the advantage here? Your method contains only actual logic. Okay, maintenance and testing also easy, and this code also reusable. Okay, if you want to link here, just mix these two method and mix these two method here, link methods like this. Okay, so not only a simple business, that is a begin transaction even. Okay, you can even write some lengthy code that is also reusable code here. Just I'm linking book ticket, at the end I am going to link this method, at the end I am going to link these methods here. Okay, after the logic I link the methods here. Okay, so you can just separate it and write it. You can just write it, separate it. Okay, you can separate it and write it here. Okay, only additional services. Okay, separating the additional services to outside particular methods and linking where exactly you want here, such a concept is actually called cross-cutting concern. Okay, cross-cutting concerns are applicable only for additional services, not for business code. Okay, business code should be inside here only, and this one. Okay, if you worked on Hibernate and JPA concepts, at the time of writing the code only, we used to write transaction management. But if you worked on Spring or Spring Boot programming, okay, transaction management, we just write one annotation. There also we don't handle high level, okay, and Spring Boot concept, there's a security concept, okay, login concept, encode and decode concept. Separately, we are going to write the class and we are going to write the code. Okay, so the final conclusion is, okay, for business requirement, write one class. Okay, write one class. This class I am just calling as a business class. Okay, just for easy understanding here, it's a business class. For additional services, we are going to write one class here. Okay, these are called additional services class here. Okay, this is actually called as aspects. Okay, this is actually called as aspects. Okay, additional services classes, a class that may give transaction management service, a class that may give security concept, a class that may support logging concept, a class that may give encode and decode. This we are actually calling as additional services. Okay, finally, business classes methods will be having methods inside this. Okay, something methods will be having. Okay, something like M1 method, M2 method, I'm just writing here. Okay, business class methods and aspects, based on the requirement, we are going to link them. Okay, so here we'll be having few methods, those needs few aspects, we are going to link them, and finally we are going to get the output here. Okay, separation makes two benefits here. Okay, it's a clean code, testing and maintenance will be easy. Second one is actually reusable code. Okay, additional services are reusable code here. Okay, even number of lines of code is going to be reduced. Okay, that's the benefit of writing additional services into outside classes here. Such concept is actually called cross-cutting concern. Okay, a simple definition if you want to understand here. Okay, move additional services of a project into other classes. Okay, for understanding here, I'm just calling as a service classes here. Okay, actual terminology is actually aspect classes or aspects. A simple terminology here, it's a aspects. Okay, so here moving additional services of a project into other classes are aspects, and bind when and where they are required. Okay, where exactly they are required and when exactly they are required here. Okay, so that is actually binding. So here that is actually called cross-cutting concern. Moving there's additional services to of a project into another classes actually here. And finally, we are going to link them. Okay, that's actually called cross-cutting concern. Okay, so if you want to implement cross-cutting concern, okay, we have to understand some terminologies here. Okay, that is called AOP terminologies. I'm just giving one by one. The first one is actually called aspect. Second one is actually called advice. Third one is actually called point cut. Fourth one is actually called join point. Okay. Fifth one is actually called target. Sixth one is actually called weaver or weaving. Okay. These are the important terminals we are going to see. Okay. So we have even some extra terminologies, but these are the major things. Especially first four, we are going to do programming also here. Aspect, advice, point cut, and join point. Okay. Let me take one small concept here. I'm showing here. I am writing code that is related to my project, calling as a business class. Okay, I am writing the code which are actually representing additional services here. Now additional service class, I'm just calling here. Okay, additional services classes. Okay, this is a business class I'm writing and additional services class I'm writing here. Now just I'm taking a dummy class here. Okay, ticket DAO, here we have like this, or ticket service, just I'm calling here ticket service. We have there, we have different methods. Okay, we have a method that's actually book ticket is a method. Okay, book ticket is a method. Just I'm taking one method here, observe carefully. And here I am writing one class here. Okay, that's actually transaction service. It's a transaction service. Here we have. Here I'm just taking three methods. Okay, begin tx code. This is one method. In this method, we have logic for beginning the transaction. Okay, and I'm writing one method is actually commit tx code here. Commit tx code like this we have. Just I'm writing simple method here. Observe. Okay, so here in this case, what we are doing here, I wrote one additional service class. Okay, I wrote one additional service class. This additional service class we are going to call as a aspect. Aspect. Okay, aspect is a class which provides some additional services. The first word understand here, aspect. What is aspect? Okay, aspect is a class. In simple terminology, I'm just giving here. Aspect is a class that provides additional services to project. Okay, so what are the additional services? Just now I gave multiple combinations. There's actually possibilities. The most important actually is the transaction management is a one. Second was actually logging. Next was actually security. Next was actually encode and decode. Okay, here we have so many etc. Okay, now inside the aspect or inside the class, generally we write some methods. We write the methods. Okay, begin transaction is a method inside this class. Commit transaction is a method inside this class. Such methods, okay, which we wrote inside the aspect, they actually called as advices. Okay, advices. Okay, what is advice? Advice is a implementation of aspect. That is a standard definition. A simple terminology. Okay, advice is a method which is written inside the aspect class. Advice is a method. Okay, you can write how many advices that you want here, but every advice should be connected to one type that we'll see next. Okay, it is a method inside aspect class. Okay, we can also call it here, it is actual implementation of aspect. We can also call it here. That's the next one. Okay, now this is very important point cut. Observe carefully. Here book ticket is there. Book ticket is a method we have, and print ticket is there. Okay, print ticket. Okay, if you are booking the ticket means, consider booking the ticket will be having something database call save ticket. We have some database call is there. Okay, if you are performing database operation, yes, we need something like begin and commit. Okay, before calling this operation we have to begin. After calling the operation we have to commit. Okay, transaction management required. But printing the ticket is not database call here. Okay, just whatever the ticket is available at the screen, just we are going to send it to printer. Okay, this is not related. For this method, we don't want to begin transaction and commit transaction. Observe carefully. We wrote a class that we are actually calling as a business class. Okay, in this business class we have methods. Okay, we are just calling them as a business methods. Business methods shortcut I'm writing here, B methods, business methods. I just wrote here. Business class is actually having business method. Every business method may not need this additional services. Okay, for example, book ticket needs actually begin and commit transaction because it's a database call. Print ticket just printing, sending to printer, okay, whatever is available at the UI. So for this, no begin and commit required. So what we are going to do here, book ticket is selected, selecting, okay, selecting business method. Okay, selecting business method. Hey, book ticket, you are selected. Okay, selected for what? Selected to connect with advices. Selected to connect with advice. Print ticket, you are not selected. You are not selected. Okay, selected for what? Okay, selected to connect with advice. Which advice? As of now, we don't know, but we are just going to confirm that what are advice required. We are going to decide later. Selecting business methods. First of all, we have to select. After selecting, we have to connect with these two like this. Okay, first we have to select them. Okay, first we have to select them. After selecting, we have to connect them. Okay, how they want, you have to connect. First we have to select. Selecting the business methods is actually called as point cut. A point cut is an expression that behaves like a method heading. Okay, that looks like a method heading. The purpose of this one, first of all, you select them. Okay, if first select which methods needs, later we are going to connect. Okay, connecting is actually called join point. Okay, observe point cut, it is a expression. It is a expression. It will select business methods which needs advices. Okay, which needs advice. Okay, we are just going and calling print ticket, do you want any advice? No, I don't want advice. Book ticket, do you want advice? Yes, I want some advices. Okay, you are selected. Okay, but point cut says it is never going to specify what advices. Okay, it can never specify what advices, like this. Okay, so what advices join point will tell. Okay, so for your understanding, I'm just saying like this, just for your general understanding. Okay, consider there is a class available in a classroom, number of students are sitting, a teacher came into class and they are saying, okay, we are going to excursion, okay, or we are going to a tour, how many of you interested, please raise the hand. Okay, I'm just saying that we are just going to a tour, which place, what place, how much cost, I'm not asking and I'm not saying here. Just I am picking the students, I'm just counting the students, how many of them are interested. Okay, it's just a selection process. Okay, finally if they're interested, then I'll relieve remaining things here. Okay, that's like a join point. Okay, only selection. Okay, only selection is actually called point cut. After selecting, okay, now selected, book ticket selected, now linking with what? Book ticket should be linked with begin transaction, book ticket will be linked with some commit transaction, assumption we have some other methods and other services also. Okay, linking a business method, linking a business method which is already selected with particular advices, one or more advices. Okay, that link creation is actually called as join point. Join point. Okay, selecting is actually called as point cut. Point cut. Point cut is an expression that will select the methods which needs advice, but it will never confirm what advice these are going to be. Later, point cut, once done, then join point says which business method, what advice, connection. Okay, so in simple, join point is a combination of advice plus point cut. Advices plus points cut combining is actually called as join point. Okay, join point. Okay, it is a combination of advice plus point cut. Okay, in simple, connecting business class methods with required advices. Okay, join point is a combination of advices plus point cuts. In simple, connecting the methods with required advices. Okay, now if you connect them, finally what will happen? Okay, finally if you do like this, what will happen? Okay, is this code is going to be modified? No, 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 this code remains same. One new class is generated. Here what will happen? One new class is generated by using the concept called dynamic proxy. JDK dynamic proxy concept is used. Okay, JDK dynamic proxy concept is used. If you don't know this, you can just go through the reference JDK dynamic proxy concept here. Okay, it will create some proxy classes and objects. Okay, this is available. Okay, JDK dynamic proxy with a reflection API concept here. If you specify some interfaces or some standards classes, okay, or some designs, a class generated at runtime and also object created. That class actually not exist as a dot class file. Physical dot class file will not be exist. Okay, and that is actually created at runtime only. Okay, that's actually called proxies. You can just go through that. Okay, now JDK dynamic proxy, what it is going to do, it will mix the logic. Okay, whatever the logic available, begin transaction logic, ticket booking logic, commit logic, it will mix and it will create one more class. Okay, a class is created for your business class, one proxy is created. This proxy contains, okay, so business class method logic plus, okay, that is advices logic, selected or connected advice logic. Okay, which advice is connected based on the join points. Based on the join points, they actually connected. Okay, after creating this proxy class, for this one object is created. For this one object is created here. This is actually called proxy object, or that is also called proxy. Okay, such mixing concept here, if you look at a class created by mixing business logic and advices, business logic methods, these methods code and this method code mixing we applied, right? Okay, that is actually called as weaving. That's actually called weaving. And seventh one I'm just giving as a proxy. Okay, so here weaving, target and proxy are three terminologies. Observe. Okay, we wrote business class code, we wrote business class code, only business class code, still nothing is implemented here, nothing is implemented, only business class object, only business class code, that is actually called target. Okay, this class and this object is actually called target. Okay, this actually target. Okay, for this additional services, this is our target, we have to mix our code inside this. Okay, this is our target, we have to mix inside this. Okay, that's actually called target. Okay, target indicates our actual code here. Okay, with this target, okay, coding is mixed. Okay, that's actually called as weaving. Okay, weaving is a process of adding the business class logic and advices here, that is actually combining. Okay, business class methods and advices combining is actually called weaving. The weaving final output is actually called proxy object or proxy. Okay, how long this proxy exists? Okay, then if you call this method, when you call book ticket method, automatically begin transaction code and commit transaction code also provided for this method. Okay, so in this actually combination of this code exists. Okay, combination of this code exists in the proxy. Okay, at that time if we call this method, automatically this logic also executed because they are connected. Okay, that's actually called proxy here. Okay, target, pure business class object code. Okay, it's a pure business class object. Okay, weaving, it is a process of mixing business class methods and their connected advices. Is actually called weaving. Okay, final output, that class and object. First class created, that is called proxy class, then object created, that is called proxy object. Final output is called as proxy, that contains both logics connected. Now after creating the proxy, you just call only this business class method. You just normally call only business class method, this logics also automatically executed. Okay, these logics are automatically executed here. Okay, so this actually called join point and weaving here. Based on the join point only weaving is done. Okay, based on this join points only weaving is done. Okay, so which advice is added? If you have a doubt here, based on the join points, go and ask join point. Join point says this advice must be added. Okay, so revising the terminologies here. Aspect, aspect is a class that indicates additional services. Okay, it's actually a class. Advice is a method. Point cut is an expression, only selection of business method. Okay, point cut looks like your method heading. Next one, join point. Join point nothing but connecting, connecting which advice, that's actually which business method, that's actually advice plus point cut. Okay, next one, target. It's a pure business class object that we are taking. And next one is like weaving. Okay, weaving is a process of mixing them. And finally proxy created. Okay, now how to implement this concept here? Okay, by using a vendor that's actually called aspect j. Okay, we can even write XML based configuration also. Okay, XML based configuration that we are going to call as a legacy style. Okay, it's a new one, aspect j, we are going to see here. Okay, that's actually called Spring AOP using aspect j. Okay, we can implement this concept in two different ways. That's actually XML based configuration, or we can also call Spring AOP using XML based configuration. Okay, these are the different implementations we can do here in Spring Boot. Okay, using XML based configuration, but it's actually very legacy style. It's a legacy style, and it's aspect J is a new style here. It's a completely annotations. We are going to use annotations here, and this works faster compared to XML even. Okay, XML is a very slow process. In Spring Boot, no XML concept we are going to see here. Okay, in a complete Spring Boot concepts, annotations only we are going to see. Okay, annotation based configuration, complete Java specific configuration will be there. So how to implement them, I'm going to show. Observe. Okay, the most important thing, we have to learn about some point cuts and advices. If we learn these two, then we can write some coding easy way. Okay, so I'm just showing first of all few annotations here. Okay, those annotations I'm showing. For that, I'm just creating a dummy application here. Go to file, new Spring Starter project. I'm just taking STS tool and just creating the project there. It's a Spring Starter project. Okay, just I'm writing Spring Boot to AOPEX. Just provided one name. Okay, and just I have taken some default configuration. Click on next button and finish button. One project is getting created here. And there I created project using Maven. Okay, if you open pom.xml file, okay, there you see some dependency Spring Boot starter. We should add one more dependency here. It's a Spring Boot starter AOP. Okay, clicking on one link here, just choose the same. This is a dependency you need to add. Version auto managed. This is a dependency we need to add. Spring Boot starter AOP. Okay, when you add this AOP, there's a dependency. It is going to give all required annotations here. Okay, all the required annotation you are going to see here. See, there you can see Spring AOP dependency and aspect J related classes. This is a dependency you can cross verify here. It's a Spring AOP. There is aspect J. Okay, we have some different annotations here. Okay, so we have some advices, throws advice, we have point cut. Okay, and after advice, we have different types of annotations, interfaces, classes we have. We are going to see them one by one. Observe carefully. Okay, to show that as an overview, just I'm writing some dummy logic here. My target is to show first of all annotations, not to write the code. Just I'm writing a dummy code here. We'll write the code from beginning again. Okay, it's a transaction service. Just I'm writing TX service. It's aspects we are just defining. Okay, first write one class. If you want to say this is a class that indicates actually additional services. A class I'm writing that indicates actually additional services, then we have to apply one annotation here at the rate aspect. Okay, aspect org.aspect.j.lang.annotation. It's a aspect j vendor aspect. Now inside this, I am writing one method. It's a public. Just I'm writing it's a void. Okay, just I'm writing it's a begin transaction. Just I'm writing dummy logic here. Okay, so we see that logic later. Okay, this is one advice. Okay, I have to say here it's a one advice. Okay, every advice should be connected to one type. Every advice should be connected to one type. Okay, aspect is a class. Okay, that's actually provides additional service. Advice is a method. Okay, now if you get one small doubt here, Okay, we are just connecting these methods. In these three methods, which logic is executed first? We may get doubt. Here begin transaction is having some code. Okay, and here bucket taking is having some code, commit transaction is having some code. Okay, which one should be executed? Okay, if you think properly, first start the transaction, then perform the operation, then commit the transaction. That's the execution order, proper order. Okay, that means this begin transaction should be executed before the business method, before the business method. Commit transaction should be executed after the business method, after the business method. Okay, this is actually before and this actually after. Not only before and after, we have different types of advices. Okay, if you look at the types of advices here, okay, that's actually called before advice, and second one, it's after advice. Next one, we have around advice. Next one, we have subtypes of afters. Okay, that is actually after returning advice, after throwing advice. We have different types of advices, total 5. Okay, before advice. Okay, what is the meaning of before advice? Okay, if this is actually before advice, this method executed before the business class method. Okay, if this is after advice, this method executed after finishing successfully. Okay, after executing this method completed, okay, then come and execute commit. Okay, that is called after advice. Okay, executing advice before business method. Okay, after advice, executing advice after business method finished, before calling business method or before executing business method code. Around advice. Okay, as the name itself indicates, around, it's a combination of before and after. Some part you want to execute before and some part you want to execute after. Only one advice. Okay, that is actually called around. Okay, so advice actually divided into two parts. Okay, advice code made into two sections or two parts, we can also call it here. Okay, first part executed before advice, and then business method later, second part of advice, second part of advice executed. Okay, that's around advice. Okay, I'll show some examples, you'll understand clearly. After returning advice and after throwing advice, observe carefully. Okay, I execute book ticket. I execute book ticket, this will be executed either successful or failure. Only on success do some task, only on failure do some task. Okay, if advice executed only on success, okay, only on success if you want to do here. Okay, so then it's after returning advice. Okay, after executing business method only on success, only on success execute advice. Okay, that is actually called after return. Return statement executed in the method means successfully executed. Okay, after throwing. Okay, so after executing business method, okay, if business method is throwing any exception, is throwing any exception, then execute advice, then execute advice. Okay, that's actually called after throwing. There is an important interview question we are going to see. Okay, what is the difference between after advice, after returning, and after throwing? That is also we are going to see here. First, let me introduce all different types of annotations. Then I'll show some sample examples even. Okay, it's a advice. Advice is a method. Okay, we have to specify one type, we have to specify one type. Every advice, advice means method, every advice must be connected to one type. Example I am writing, it's a before. Okay, we have to mention here something like after. Okay, here we are going to write here after advice. Okay, something like here, it's around advice. Here we have to write any one actually. Just I'm showing like this. It's a before advice, after advice, around advice. Okay. Or else we can write something like after returning advice. Okay. We are going to write here. And after throwing advice, like this we have. These are the different types. Okay. Every method, that's every advice must be connected to one type, any one type here. Okay. That's actually different annotations here. Aspect, a class, advice, a method must connect it to one type, mandatory. Only one method, one type. We can't connect this method with the before and after. We can't connect with the around and after. Okay, one advice, one type. Okay, so here, next point here, next one here, if you look at, that is actually called point cut. Okay, point cut is a expression. This expression looks like method heading. Okay, point cut expression, if you look at here, that contains first of all rt, means return type. Okay, of course you can even mention specifier, access specifier, public, private, protected, and default. Next one, return type. Okay, next one, package name. Next, class name. Next, method, and then parameter. Okay, this actually structure of expression here. It's a package dot class dot method, method dot param. Okay, it looks like a method expression, that is actually method heading, but it's an expression. What it will do, it will select the methods. Okay, go to the package and go to that class. These methods are selected to connect advice. Okay, remember it's only selecting the methods here. Okay, now I'm writing one dummy expression, just concentrate. It's a public void, just I'm writing p1 is a method. Okay, on top of this we have to write one point cut. Okay, point cut is an expression. Just I'm writing a reserved word. It's an execution. There I'm writing it's a public star. Just I'm writing com dot app dot. Okay, just I'm writing it's a product DAO dot star dot something. I'm writing like this. Okay, you will not understand these expressions and all here. Just observe the annotation names only. Okay, we have to discuss all these annotations with examples step by step. Look at point cut is an expression. Okay, this expression contains access specifier, return type, package, class, method, and parameter section. Okay, this point cut says select these class methods. Go to this package, go to this class, and this method name, any name. These methods are eligible. These methods are eligible to connect with the advice. Okay, this actually point cut. Finally, I'm just writing join point also. Please concentrate. Okay, finally I'm writing join point also here. Okay, join point nothing but linking. Okay, combining advice plus point cut. Okay, so here we wrote some before, and look at the name, it's a p1. Just I'm taking this p1 and linking here. Okay, these methods, this advice connected. For this class methods, this method is connected here. That's like that we have to write. This is advice type plus point cut. This actually called join point. There is no separate word called join point here. So this combining is actually called join point. Look at the overview. Aspect is a class. Advice is a method. Must connect with one type. Point cut is an expression. Now link the expression with this here. Now finally you call business method. You call go to product DAO and call this method. Then automatically this begin transaction is executed before calling your method. It's a before only. Okay. So I'm just listing out the annotations first of all. Annotations, just I'm writing here at the rate aspect. Okay, types of advices: before, after, around, after, returning, after, throwing, and point cut. Okay, first we'll understand. Okay, these are all some, it's a point cut method. This actual P1 is a point cut method. It's not business method. It's a point cut, just a dummy empty method we have to write. Okay, first we'll understand advices and their outputs. Okay, then we'll come to point cut, then finally we write one application. Okay, to understand first example only, we have to learn a lot of points here. Okay, first we understand types of advices. Okay, types of advices we are going to understand. Concentrate carefully. Okay, so in this case, okay, you have to observe this carefully and you should involve to understand the output. Okay, then only you can learn in an easy way here. Okay, it's like a small task. One two examples I'll give, remaining you can just analyze and write it. Mistake also fine, nothing will happen, maximum wrong answer you will give. Okay, you have to involve and check it here. Now I am writing some business class methods. Business class methods I'm just writing here, and these are actually advices. Okay, I'm not writing classes directly, I'm writing methods here. Okay, observe carefully. There is m1 method printing hello, m2 method printing bye, m3 method printing okay, m4 method printing okay, some it is actually throwing some exception. Okay, null pointer exception. Okay, em5 method is actually saying here success. Like we have different business methods. Okay, we have advices here. It's a a1. A1 advice actually printing here. Okay, welcome. Okay, welcome. Now here we have a2. A2 advice is there here. Okay, NIT. A3 advice we have here. Okay, it's actually test. It's printing like this. These messages it is printing here. A4 advice. Okay, it's a method. These are all methods. Advice also methods here. It is printing here. Okay, nice. A5 advice is actually printing here. Fine. Like we have. Every advice must be connected to one type also. Okay. Every advice must be connected to one type. It can be before advice, after advice, around advice, like I'm just giving here. Okay, observe. This A1 advice is actually before type. It's a before advice. Okay, this is after advice. Okay, and this one just I'm writing here. So some logic is there. It's a first section of the part. Okay, and second section of the part. We have two. Okay, this advice is divided into two sections, test and done. Okay, it's actually one method only, but two parts is there. Okay, it's actually around advice. Around advice here. Okay, this actually after returning. This actually after throwing. Understand carefully. Okay, before means execute, print this before the business method. Before the business method. Okay, first business method, first advice, then business method. Okay, after means first finish the business method, then print this one. Okay, advice. Around means okay, first execute the first section, then business method, then second section. Okay, so here after throwing and after returning we have. Okay, is this business method executed successfully? Okay, then after returning is executed. If a business method is throwing any exception, then throwing is executed. Okay, understand here. Okay, so I'm just showing before advice. Before advice. Okay, execution order if you want to see here. Execution order if you want to see here. First advice. First advice method executed. This is first. Okay, then business method executed. This is second. Execution order. Okay, after advice. Okay, after advice. First business method executed. then advice is executed. First business method executed, then advice is executed. Okay, let us learn these two first of all, then we go for remaining. Okay, let us see how much we understood. Now for all I wrote some point cuts and these are the advices. Now connecting M1 method with A1 method, let us see. Connecting M1 method with A1 method, just 1 second. Okay, M1 method and A1 method connected. Now if I call this M1 method, okay, I'll get some output here, but it is automatically connected to A1 and this output also will come. See here, hello will be printed and welcome also printed. Okay, now you guess and give answer. Okay, which one is printed first? Okay, so yeah, both outputs will come, hello will come and welcome will come. Which one will come first? You want to see again here, before advice, look at the execution order. Okay, first advice method is executed, then business method. After advice, first business method, then advice method. Okay, M1 and A1 connected by using point cut and join point. Now tell me what is the output? Mistake also fine, not a issue. Okay, so here, yeah, so the right answer here is, first of all, A1 method is called, it's a before, right? So execution order is going to be first A1 method will be called, then M1 method will be called. Yes, you just call only M1 method. In program, you just call M1 method. A1 method will be automatically executed. A1 method will be automatically executed. So output is actually, it's a welcome and then hello. You just call M1 method only, but output will be welcome and hello. First welcome, then hello. Okay, hope you got my point. Okay, now let me write one more. Let us see here. Yeah, M2 method is connected to A2 method. A2 is actually after advice. A2 is actually after advice. Now give your answer actually. Yeah, guess your answer. Mistake also fine here. Yeah, M2 method is actually connected to A2. A2 is actually after type. After type. A2 is the advice, but the type is after. Exactly. Okay, so first of all it is actually going, it's after type, right? In case of after advice, first call business method, then you call advice method. First call business method, then you call advice method. So first boy is printed, then NID is printed. Okay, so first M2 method, then A2 method. Execution order will be first M2 method, then A2 method here. Okay, that's actually here. Now let us see here. Next, around advice. Okay, if you look at the execution order, if you look at the execution order, okay, first advice method, then business method, then advice method. Advice method first part is actually called, then business method executed, then advice method second part is called. Listen carefully. Around advice, if you just call, okay, you just call business method only. Advice method first part is executed, then call business method, then advice method second part is called. Okay, now I am just connecting M3 method with A3 method. We have tried a point cut in such a way, and join point also, M3 and A3 methods will be connected. Okay, now you can give your answer here. Okay, so what is the output? This is first section, this is second section. First part, second part, first part and second part here, and this is actually here. Yeah, output is actually going to be now, first A3 method first part is called test is the output, then M3 method output is called actually is okay, again A3 method is called it's a done. It's a test, okay, and done. Test, okay, and done. Yeah, A3, M3 and A3, like that. Okay, now M4 method and A5 method is called connected, assumption here, and M5 method and A4 method connected. Now I'm just connecting like this. Okay, now you listen here. Now you listen here. Okay, it's after returning advice and after throwing advice. We have two different categories here. After returning advice, execution order I'm just giving. It's like a after advice only. Both are types of after advice only. Okay, first call business method. First call business method executed. Okay, condition like, is business method executed successfully, no exception, then call advice method. First go and ask business method, have you executed successfully? Written statement executed. Any problem came? Any exception came? No, right? Okay. Then only execute advice. Only on success scenario. Okay. Now after throwing advice. Okay. First call business method, execution order, first call business method. Okay. Is business method is not executed successfully? Okay. It's not successful here. Okay. Some exception occurred. Its exception occurred, then call advice method. Only on failure scenario, only on success scenario. Okay, consider M5 is executed successfully. Okay, and connected to M4. Okay, connected to M4. Listen carefully. In this case, okay, I am only giving output here. First M5 because it's a after. Okay, it's also after, same after. Difference is after returning only on success. Okay, first M5 method called successful, then nice is printed. Okay, consider M5 and A5 is connected. M5 and A5 connected. M5 executed successfully, no exception, but throwing says no, no, no. If any exception comes, then only I'll print fine. So now the output is only success. Output is only success because it's not throwing exception. I won't print fine. Okay, fine will be printed if you are throwing exception only. Now I'm connecting M4 and A5. M4 and A5. M4 is throwing exception. Yes, very nice. Then fine also printed because throwing, if exception comes, it is will be printed here. Okay, like that here you can see. I'm just connecting them in this way. Now you can guess the outputs here. Okay, first business method, some null pointer exception. Then fine will be printed because it's the throwing. First success, then nice. Okay, I'm just showing the question. One small question I'm showing here. Observe carefully. What is the difference between, what is the difference between after after returning, after throwing advices? Okay, after advice means, okay, an advice is executed after executing of business method at any case, either success or failure. But after returning executed only on success, after throwing executed only on failure. Consider, okay, first business method, no doubt, first business method executed, executed. Business method executed, two possibilities will be there: successfully executed and failure. Okay, it's actually success, successfully executed or failed. Failed means some exception. Okay, at any case you want to do some task. Okay, after advice executed here. Okay, if you write after advice, okay, executed either on failure, okay, or on success. It's after advice. If you write first execute business method, then after advice, or first execute business methods failure, after advice. But after returning is not like that. It's after returning only on success, after throwing, okay, only on failed. Okay, so here at any case after is executed, after is executed any case, no need of depending on success or failure. Definitely after will be executed, returning only on success and throwing only on fail. Okay, that's actual scenario here. Okay, so these are the different combinations we can see. Now I'm just writing the same here. after advice is executed next to business method, either success or fail. After returning advice is executed only on successful execution of business method. After throwing, executed only on failure, means exception. Okay, of business method, only failure. Okay, now let us write some point cut expressions. Okay, this is very interesting and very important. If you understand few point cut expressions, I'm just going to write few now. Once you understand few point cut expressions, then we are going to start writing few examples. Then we are going to see somewhat advanced levels. Okay, now the most important point here is point cut expressions. Okay, concluding the advice types here, we have to see programming here. We have five types of advices: before, after, around, after returning, and after throwing. Before executed before the business method, after executed after the business method, around executed one part before and one part after returning only success scenario, after throwing only on failure scenario. Okay, if you want to connect them, first of all this method should be selected. If it is selected, then only it can be connected. How to select? By using point cut expression. Point cut, observe carefully. Point cut is a expression. What it will do, it will select business class methods which needs advices. Okay, it is just going and asking, hey m1, do you want to connect with anyone advice? Yes. Which advice? We don't know. First I'm asking, please confirm which advice join point will say. Okay, a m2, okay, do you want any advice? Yes. A m3, you want any advice? No. Just select the methods which needs advices. That selecting process is actually called point cut. Okay, so here remember, point cut will just select the methods. Point cut will never confirm which advice these are connected. Okay, point cut can never specify which advice is going to be connected. Okay, it is never going to specify that which advice is going to be connected. Okay, for business method it only says just selected. Later join point will say. Okay, observe how the syntax is going to look here. Point cut syntax, if you look at here. Okay, point cut syntax, if you look at here, how it is going to be. Okay, point cut syntax is actually specifier, return type, package dot class name dot, it's a method name parenthesis parameter types close parenthesis. Okay, if you look at properly, it looks like a method heading if you remove this one. Okay, but it's a complete information. Okay, go to this package, see what is the meaning of this one. Go to this package, go into this class, select this method having this return type and these parameter types and specifier. Those methods are selected. Those methods are selected to connect with advice. Which advice? We don't know. Okay, let me write some examples here even. Okay, and I'm mentioning even small note also here. Okay, allowed symbols, allowed symbols in point cut expression, allowed symbols in point cut expression. Okay, star dot, you can also call it hashtag here, it's a dot. Okay, these are the symbols here. We are going to see special symbols other than parentheses. Here it's a star and dot. Of course, two dots also we are going to write here, that indicates sub package or multi params. Okay, star and dot. Star indicates any or all. Okay, dot indicates separator level here. Package plus class plus method here. Okay, observe careful like this we are going to write. This is a combination section. Now let us start one by one here. Okay, examples. First I'll write few examples. Next I'm going to give some small task also here. Now look at, it's a public int in dot nit dot, it's a dao dot employee dao dot star. Here I'm writing like this, one expression. Okay, parameter, you can write something like a int or string. Okay, even something we can write here like this, dot dot. Okay, multiple combinations I'm writing here. It's a first expression. What is the meaning of this one? Okay, go to this package. Okay, aop, aspect oriented programming, please go to this package. In this package you will find one class name called employee dao. Okay, this is a class fully qualified name. In this package you will find employee dao. In that method name, see, the first section indicates method name here, next section indicates class name, and next section indicates package name. Okay, so here star method name I wrote star indicates any method. Two dots I gave here, that's any parameters. If you want I'll specify even something like a save employee. Okay, just that's actually taking parameter called employee. It's a parameter type here. Okay, now go and just link in employee dao. There is a method called save that returns actually into type, and that method is public. That's actually taking employee parameter. Go and tell, hey, save employee method, you are selected. Selected for what? Connecting with advice. Which advice? We don't know. We don't know which advice because I'm just point cut. Join point will say which advice. Okay, so here save employee method having parameter employee type. Okay, with return type int of type public defined in class employee dao. Inside the package in.nit.dao. Okay, is selected to connect with advice. Okay, which advice? We don't know. Okay, first of all you are selected. Okay, this method is selected. In simple point, selecting of methods, it's actually final conclusion is selecting of methods only, but method is inside which class, that class is inside which package, and this method returns what, parameter is what, and specifier is what, all complete information. Okay, complete information. Okay, so in simple here, go to this class. Okay, this class is available in a particular package. Go to this package, go to this class, go to this method having this parameter, having this return type. This method is selected. Okay, after selected then connect. Okay, selecting business methods, that's what I'm mentioning here. Okay, it will select business class methods. Finally it will speak about some methods. Okay, selection of methods here. Okay, let me just do small modification here. Concentrate, same expression. In place of save employee I am writing star. Okay, in place of this I am writing 0. Okay, the meaning of this one, if we did not mention any parameter here, okay, above expression speaks 0 parameters only. Okay, there should be no parameters. No parameters here. Method name. Okay, method name can be any name, any method name, or simple here, method inside employee dao class. Okay, all employee dao class methods are selected, but return type is still int is there, right? I'm writing star here also. There also I'm writing here. Okay, any return type, any return type. Okay, any return type, any method name, but parameters are 0. Okay, go to employee dao class, all methods selected. No, 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 it's still not all because only 0 parameters methods. Into parameter method is there, don't select. Okay, like this we are writing here. Now here I'm writing two dots. Two dots here indicates, two dots indicates actually, okay, 0 or more params of any type. In simple, any parameter is fine. Any parameter is fine. That's the meaning here. Two dots indicates any parameter is okay. Okay, now I'm writing continuation even, somewhat specific expression. We'll see some examples also here. In place of class name also I'm writing star. Okay, in this case actually indicates all classes which are inside in.nit.dao package and their methods. And their methods. Go to these classes. Inside these classes, what are the methods are there? Those methods are selected. Those methods are selected. Like this, we can write in the place of this one in the package name also you can write star. Okay, like this we can write here. Okay, these are few expressions I wrote here. Okay, let us practice some expressions. You will get some clarity here. Okay, I'll write some expressions and I'll write some business methods just to concentrate here. Okay, now I am writing here. These are business methods. Okay, first we are going to concentrate without package. We are just going to concentrate without package and without class name. Okay, we are not going to write package and class name. We are just going to concentrate on specifier, return type, method name, and parameter. First we ignore this. Okay, we just consider any package, any name. I'm just writing some business methods. It's a public int save employee. It's a method having some body, method body. Delete employee. Update employee. Get employee. Okay, observe, like this we have 4 business methods. Okay, now first example I'll support. Okay, first example I'll support here. This is a method 1. It's a method 2, method 3, and method 4. Just I'm giving numbers for your understanding. Now I'm writing some point cut expressions. Okay, very simple expression. Compare with method heading. Compare with method heading. If it is matching, selected. I am writing expression 1, expression A, public star. Okay, public star. There I'm writing here star. I am writing like this. Look at, in this case what I'm just taking here. Look at this syntax here. If you look at the syntax properly. Okay, first one is specifier. This is specifier. Next one is return type. Package and class name I am not writing now. Okay, whatever I wrote, it's a method only. Okay, and next one is a parameter. Okay, what is the meaning of this one is 0 parameters, any method name having any return type. Okay, this explanation also I'm just giving here. It's a 0 params, any method name, and any return type. Okay, this actually meaning I'm writing here. Okay, first go and see here. Return type anything is okay. First compare with the first method. Specifier matching. Return type star indicates anything is fine. Method name anything is okay. But parameters 0. It is having one parameter, so not matching. So M1 method is not matching with this point cut expression. M2 specifier matching, return type matching, method name matching, parameter not matching because it's a 0. It's a 0 parameter. So M2 also not matching. M3 specifier, return type matching, any return type is okay. Method name matching, any name okay. Parameter not matching. Okay, M4 also not matching. So number of methods matching, zero, zero methods matching. Hope you got my point here. Now I'll give one example. I'll just give one example expression. You try to find out here. It's a public. Just I'm writing it's a void. Okay, star. Just I'm writing dot dot. Listen carefully when you write dot dot. Okay, dot dot indicates two dots inside method param indicates any number of parameters and even any type also, any number of and any type of, any number of parameter, any type of, everything is okay, all parameters okay. Okay, now you can just guess easily. Okay, m1 is matching or not, you just check it. Okay, only check m1 is matching or not, just confirm yes or no, you can just think. Okay, m1 is matching or not. Okay, you can just think like that. Okay, first check everything, specifier and specifier matching, return type and return type, return type not matching, return type not matching, int and void not matching, so m1 is not matched. M2 same, specifier and specifier, return type and return type. Okay, method name, method name any name is okay. Okay, parameter any parameter okay. So m2, you are selected to connect with advice. Which advice you don't ask now, we'll inform later. Okay, next one, m3 matching, return type matching, method name matching, parameter also matching, very good, any parameter okay. So m3 also matching. M4 return type is not matching, so selected. Okay, number of methods matching, number of methods matching, they are actually two. Okay, what are they? M2 method matching, M3 method matching. Okay, so hope you understand my point here. Now I'm just giving one example expression that you try. Okay, just take your own time and try here, not issue. Maximum you will give wrong answer, nothing will happen more than that. Okay, now I'm just giving here. Okay, I'm just writing on top to make it simple. Okay, here if I write down, you cannot compare. It's a public, I'm writing star. Okay, star. Okay, save, sorry, here I'm just writing, yeah, save employee, just I'm writing here, and there I'm writing dot dot. Compare everything and mention number of matchings method, what are they. This time very easy I gave, not a complicated one. What are, how many matchings and what are they? Everything should be matching, specifier, return type, method name and parameter, everything should be matching, then only matching. Okay, now the answer is actually here. Okay, it's the only first one is matching because all method names are different. Return type and parameter okay, but only matching is m1 method. It's a m1 method, only one. Now I'm just writing one more expression. It's a public star, star, I'm writing here integer. Don't mention variable name, only data type we have to write here, integer. Number of matchings and what are they? Any return type okay, any return type okay, any method name okay, but parameter must be integer. Parameter must be integer here. Okay, yeah, selected methods are m2 method and m4 method are selected, two matching. Okay, void okay, this is, yeah, m2 method matching and m4 correct. M3 will not match because it is integer and employee, correct. Okay, this is basic concept of point cut expression. You can even mention some package and class name. These methods are available inside the which package and which class, that is also you can write it. Okay, we have to discuss so many point cut expressions. First I'll just give one basic example. Okay, just I'll give one basic example, concentrate carefully. Okay, now I am writing employee DAO dot DAO, just only simple, very simple expression example I'm writing here. This is the employee DAO. Generally we used to write at the rate repository, But okay, just I'm writing at the rate component dummy. I'm just writing now. It's a employee DAO. There I am writing public void save employee. Okay, zero parameters I'm writing. Okay, sys out from save employee. Okay, sys out from save employee. This is business class or project related code. Simply understand it's a project related code here. So this is something like I wrote business code. Some logics and calculations are there, assumption. Now I am not writing additional service as of now. Just I want to test this method here. Okay, just I'm going and writing one class, a runner here. I'm just writing here test runner, add. It's a command line runner and click on finish. Now I'm writing component here. Okay, private. Okay, if you look at it's a employee DAO, it's a DAO. There I'm writing at the rate auto void. Sorry, auto void. Now this DAO, I'm just calling this method DAO dot save employee. That's it. I did not write any aspect as of now. A simple code only I'm writing. It's a Spring Boot basic example I'm writing here. If you run this code, what will happen? Just look at running this application, Spring Boot application, running. I got some from save employee. Now my expectation is before this method, before this method code, before this output, I want to do some task. I want to execute some code before this method. Okay, you just call only this method. Don't add any extra things here. Don't modify this code. First important thing, do not modify this code. Okay, and do not modify this runner class code. Don't modify existed logic. Without modifying existed logic, I want to add my additional services. Okay, so here now what I'm just doing, step one, write one class. Just I'm writing this one transaction service. It's just a dummy one I'm writing here. Aspects. Step one, write one class. Okay, come to the points here. First, what we have to do, aspect. Aspect is a class that provides additional services to project. Okay, write one annotation here at the rate aspect. Fine. Second, inside the aspect, what we have to do, we have to write one advice. Okay, that is actual implementation of aspect. Advice is a method inside the aspect. I'm writing one method here. It's a public some void. Okay, so just I'm writing begin tx, just a dummy logic I'm writing here. Sys out. Okay, tx started, transaction started. Okay, advice. Every advice must be connected to one type. How many types we have? 5 types we have. As of now I'm taking before advice because I want to execute something before this logic. Save implies the right before the logic I want right here. So I'm writing at the rate before, at the rate before. Now what we have to do, I have to say please go and select this method. Please go and select this method. First of all, this method inside which class? This class. This class inside which package? This package. This method taking what parameter? 0 parameter. What is the return type? Void return type. Specifier public. Take everything clearly. It's a public. Okay, it's a in dot naresh it dot. Okay, lengthy here. I'm just writing short name. Nit dot raghu dot dao dot employee dao dot save employee. It has become lengthy. Coming to next line and 0. This is an expression. Okay, it's I just forgot to write void here. Public void. So very simple. Combined everything. Okay. Now I'm writing one point cut expression. Concentrate. It's a just I'm writing public void p1. P1 is actually a method that behaves like a point cut. We have to write point cut. There we have to write a word called execution. I'll explain why in the next session. Here you write execution reserve word. Select this. What you have to select first, specifier and return type. Okay, specifier and return type. Next, which package? This package. Sorry, we wrote here. It's a public void. Type mistake. Here I have to write DAO dot. What is the class? This class. Okay, for this class dot, what is the method? You can write star also, but let me write clearly save. What is the parameter? 0. Go to this package. In this package, you will be finding this class. This class contains this method having 0 parameters and void return type. Select this method. This method is selected. P1 is saying P1 is saying save employee method is selected, which is inside employee DAO with this package with this return type and specific this a parameter here. This is a parameter here. Now I have to link P1 with before. Okay. When this method is called, listen the conclusion. When this method is called, execute this method. But this method should be executed before save employee. It's a before. Before calling save employee, execute this, then you call save employee. Conclusion here I'm just giving. Before calling save employee of this one, execute this one here. Now go and run this and see output. You see only save employee. Actually my expected output is add this one also. Why it has not came? Okay, I have to say please go and support creating these proxy objects. Creating these proxy objects must be enabled. So go to starter class. The final conclusion point here, there we have to write, okay, aspect enable aspect j auto proxy. Enable the aspect j auto proxy. Creating the proxies must be enabled here. Mixing and creating must be enabled here. Now run this starter class here and see. Okay. Okay, one more point we missed here, that is creating the object to this at the rate component. Without creating the object, we can't call method, right? Okay, now run this application here. Now see, transaction started. And here, if you look at anywhere, I did not call this method anywhere. Begin transaction, I did not call anywhere. You look at test runner, same as before, only calling save employee. And DAO same like before. How before aspect and after aspect, just starter class, this is enabled here, and this one. Okay, if you change it to after, okay, instead of writing this one, let me write one more. Let me write one more here. It's actually after. It's actually commit transaction. It's a transaction committed. Okay, now here, see, save employee method is called. Before that, please print this method logic, and after that, please print this method logic, because P1 means save employee. It's a connected. P1 is a point cut, before is advice type. This is combinedly called join point. Okay, it's a join point here. This is a join point here. Now run this application and see the output here. Okay, sorry. It's a started, save employee and committed. See, automatically this code, this actually separated and written. Not over this, only just basic example I gave. Okay, we had to discuss a lot about this one. Okay, it's just now a simple application I just provided here. Okay, revising for a second, AOP stands for aspect oriented programming. It's a process of separating the additional services from the actual code and finally linking where and when they are required here. Okay, where and when they are required here. To do that, we have to write one aspect, it's a class, define one method, it's a advice. Okay, so then we will be having one of the types. Then finally we have to write point cut, it's expression. Okay, we have to link them, it's a join point. Target, our pure business class object. Mixing, okay, it's a weaving. Okay, so we did not discuss much about weaving here, we are going to see next. Okay, finally a proxy is created. This we can't see, but it will be generated here. And we are just doing by using aspect j annotations. XML is the legacy one. This is a dependency you need to add. These are the annotations we are using. And this is a most important interview question here. Difference between after returning and after throwing. And we started some basic points about point cut. Okay, in the next session, we are going to discuss this one, continuation, that is a session 2. Okay, this is actually session 1. These notes I'll post in my Facebook group. Okay, so there below to that, you can ask your question after the posting this content. There only you can ask your question, I'll give the answer. Okay, next session details also I'll inform in Facebook group. Mostly within 2 days we are going to see next session. Okay, so I'll be giving even links also, notes also I'll provide here. If you have any question below the chat, you can mention your question, I'll give answer also there only. Okay, this is the Java temple, Facebook groups list, the Java temple here. Okay, thank you for session, we'll meet in next class.